What's up guys, what's going on? Welcome to RGHtechTv, and today I'm going to give you my full review for Lenovo's Vibe K5 Note. So it's been almost over a month I'm using this device, so I do have many things which I want to mention. So I've listed all these things and I've divided them into pros and cons, so things which I liked and things which I didn't like. So I'm going to go over them one by one. Make sure to watch this video till then so that you don't miss on any important points. Now the first thing you'll notice after using this Lenovo's Vibe K5 Note or after holding this device is it's a great media device. Now why do I say this? Three quick things. It has good display, great sound quality as it has that Dolby Atmos being integrated, and it also has a VR split screen mode. So that is, it divides the complete UI with system applications and also third-party applications into two halves, giving you that immersive experience when you're watching it on VR headset. So this feature definitely distinguishes it from other devices to make it a good media device. Now I'll just elaborate on display quality. As you can see, the switching between that VR split screen mode and normal mode was just seamless, right? So that is a different thing which I'll mention in the performance aspect. Now the things which I liked about the display are like color reproduction looks decent enough. Viewing angles are great, as you can see. It has nice wide viewing angles, and the little bit of added contrast and saturation makes the content look much more better. If you feel like the display is a little bit on the warmer side, no issues. You can go to display settings and then you can go to display color balance, and then you can change to custom colors, and then you can tone down to cooler or warmer. However you like it, you can do that. I like the default mode, so I'll just keep it to default mode. So you can also change that cooler or warmer temperatures as well. Now the thing which I didn't like with the display quality is the huge bezel, as you can see, which actually steals away the immersive experience while you're watching videos or other content, and outdoor visibility also could have been a little bit better. So these are two things which I didn't like, but the color reproduction, viewing angles, and contrast and saturation are really good on this device. Alright, now let's speak about camera performance. Images have good detail, saturation also seems to be fine. It also has no focusing issues. It does give you that nice bokeh effect. Color reproduction is also very good on this device, and it also performed pretty well in low light. So I don't have any issues with respect to rear camera. When it comes to front facing camera also, it performed very good. It has good exposure handling and performs well in daylight and also low light. Now when it comes to build quality, it has these nice curves, as you can see, which actually makes it more comfortable to hold, and it also has nice heft which makes it feel more premium, and you also have nice attention to detail. As you can see, the symmetry is being maintained and the in-hand feel is very good on this device. But everything is not just fine. Speaker placement could have been at the bottom or on the front side, but apart from that I believe the design and build quality seems to be fine. But when you actually flex it, you will hear some creaking noises as it has this plastic frame which runs around the body. But to reduce the weight, maybe they have included this plastic frame. Otherwise a metal frame could have made this device much more better to hold. Alright, so let's speak about performance now. Now in general, day-to-day usage, I do not have any issues. As you can see, it's so snappy. It's almost like around 2 months now, and it still feels so snappy, guys. It's just amazing to use this device. Performance in day-to-day usage is just amazing. Now gaming performance was also very good. I have played Asphalt 8, Nova 3, Modern Combat 5, and gaming was also very good on this device. But it heats up a little bit when compared with Redmi Note 3 and Lenovo. So comparatively it heats up, but in general it does not have any heating issues as well. RAM management was also fine on this device. It's a 4GB variant, so I could load around 8 to 9 applications without any issues. So in general, gaming, normal day-to-day usage, heating and RAM management was balanced accurately. I don't have any issues regarding performance as well on this device. Now let's speak about call quality, guys. It has decent call quality, but it's not better than Lenovo or Redmi 3S Prime. So I'd rate it at around 7 out of 10 when it comes to call quality. But it also has good haptic feedback, which actually gives that bass effect. I don't know how many people care about that. The vibration you get when you type or use these capacitive touch buttons is really amazing. It adds to the premiumness of this device. So haptic feedback is also very good on this device. Now when it comes to fingerprint sensor as well, it's pretty fast. As you can see, it just unlocks it, and I don't have any issues regarding fingerprint sensor as well. And not only that, guys, this fingerprint sensor can be used as back button, multitasking button, and it can perform many different actions. So you can watch my tips and tricks video, like I have explained many features over there, and also I've given you a complete software walkthrough. You can watch that video. So I'll leave the links in the description box below. You can watch that after this video. And software features are very useful on this device. So you do have VR split screen mode, which I told earlier. It also has that secure zone management, wherein you can use two instances of the same application. That is, you can have two Facebook accounts, two WhatsApp accounts, etc. It also has that nice white touch to enhance the single-handed usability. Double tap to wake is there, fingerprint sensor shortcuts as I mentioned, and it also can take long screenshots. So there are a set of very important and very useful software features which are definitely implemented pretty well on Lenovo's Vibe K5 Note. So as I mentioned, you can watch my tips and tricks video to get complete information about these software features. Alright guys, now let's speak about things which I didn't like on this device. Now first comes battery life. So I believe that battery life could have been a little bit better. I got screen on times ranging from 3.5 to 5 hours, and in some cases I even got 5+ hours. So ideal range is pretty less, but what I believe is the background processors, the processor, GPU, and the display itself takes a lot of battery. And to make it a perfect media device, now it's a good media device, but to make it a perfect media device, I believe battery life plays an important role, and battery performance should have been a little bit better. And now when it comes to charging speeds, this comes with 5.2 volt, it's a 2 amp charger, and the charging speeds were like this. It could charge 29% in 30 minutes, 54% in 60 minutes, and to completely charge this battery, it took me around 2 hours 30 minutes. Alright guys, now the next thing which I didn't like on this device is there is no VoLTE support out of the box, and Geeky Ranjit in his video was mentioning that might be you'll get it through a OTA update, but nothing is yet confirmed. And it actually has hybrid SIM slot. That is my next concern. It could have been better if we had 2 SIM card slots and 1 micro SD card slot. And the screen also gets scratched pretty easily. I have made a video on that. I'll link that in the description box below. You can watch that as well. So the protection for this display is not that great, so I would suggest you to use a tempered glass or any other screen protection. And as I mentioned, it also heats up a little bit when compared with Redmi Note 3 and Li 2, but in general it does not have any heating issues. And as I've already mentioned, the huge bezel actually steals away the immersive experience, and the outdoor visibility could have been a little bit better. So these were the things which I didn't like on this device. Now when it comes to core features, that is, it has good display, good design and build quality, performance was great, camera was good, it's also value for money. And the only thing which I didn't like in the core features was the battery. It could have been a little bit better. So it checks in 5 out of those 6 important features, that is display, design and build, performance, camera and value for money, except the battery life. Now I get like 50% of the time I get the questions asking like, should we go for 4GB variant or 3GB variant? I would suggest you to go with 3GB variant, save some money and then spend it on accessories, so you can get the VR headset and also the controller. Now the next important question is Redmi Note 3 versus Li 2 versus K5 Note. Which one should we buy? This is like 90% of the time I get this question, and I'm going to answer that today in brief. So there are a lot many parameters to compare, but in brief, firstly let's compare Li 2 versus K5 Note. See, Li 2 lacks in certain things like micro SD card support. It also does not have radio support. And but Li 2 had great performance, good heat management, and it also has fast charging. So it does pretty much good in certain things, but lacks in basic things. So I would prefer K5 Note over Li 2. Alright, now let's see Redmi Note 3 versus K5 Note. Now Redmi Note 3 is like jack of all trades and master of none. Like it has a good proportion of all the things, and K5 Note falls short in battery life, which is very important for me. It also heats up a little bit when compared to Redmi Note 3, and it also does not have VoLTE support. So I believe my priorities would be Redmi Note 3, K5 Note, and then Li 2. Now it wouldn't make much difference either you select Redmi Note 3 or K5 Note or Li 2, because it's like comparing 99% student with 97% versus a 95%. All have passed with distinction, and I believe all these devices are good, but it just comes down to your priorities and preferences. So I have made a small effort in giving you the overall picture, so you can decide on this like which device suits your priorities and preferences. So if you believe that this video is informative, give it a thumbs up, share this video with your friends and family, follow us on Twitter at RGHtechTv, and if you want to purchase this device, I'm leaving the links in the description box below. You can purchase from our links, that will surely help us, and you can subscribe to us on YouTube. Most importantly, thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon.